rainy Sunday afternoon. And off we go from Nashville.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
First play, and Young is going to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Brooks. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To throw, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Taken in at the 22. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Right. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run on first down. Small. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Off play action. Hooker. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Hooker. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Up to the 20.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw, Young. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards that time.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Come on. Back to 50. Back to 50.
Second and 5 now. Young.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Young to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's Young on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Here's the option play now to the left.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, if you're ever going to try the fake punt, this would seem to be the place to do it, but it doesn't work out.
Yeah, you got to make sure you throw it to your guys and not the other team. But yes, in this spot on the field, only needing a few yards for a first, I think that decision was okay and spot on. The problem was the execution. It was not.
Following the interception, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Young. Flush to his right. Oh, nice move. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Here's Young. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, Young loses it.
And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And here now come the Falcons. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Young. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Let's go now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The play fake, now Young. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
From the red zone now, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Young looks to throw on first down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
To throw on second down. Hooker throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Hooker, and that is incomplete.
Many times the mindset of a play caller after a quarterback's thrown an interception on the previous drive is to come right back and give them a throw to get their confidence back. Give them something easy, get a completion, kind of get them settled again. Instead, this ball was tipped in the air and almost turned into an interception. Offense trying to make a big play, defense trying to make a big play, turned into an incompletion. So now maybe they can back off a little bit, try to relax him, and get him something that'll work.
And the Giants send out their punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta regains possession of the football.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Out of the gun, it's Young. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. "35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And New York set to take the field.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing to start the drive. Hooker. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Operating from the gun. Hooker. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Let's go now. 70-0.
On 3rd down. Small. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A first down throw for Young. He finds his man complete. It's Brooks. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook. but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Young working out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Get it. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
First down, Young. And the giant rush gets home. Is down. He goes. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Another try after the first down sack. Young escaping the pressure right.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Young. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far and certainly plenty to look forward to.